Hello everyone, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Namaste, Shobh Friends, today we are going to discuss a lots of unbelievable questions of the Ramayana. Here we have number of the questions you will be astonished to while you get the answer of these questions. Maybe some of you may not have answer of these questions which we have found out from different sources, and we have made these all the questions, and we are going to make a video over all these questions of the Ramayana. These are the factual questions of the Ramayana. So without any delay, let's start and watch this video till the end. Here you will get a lot of knowledge, and check your intelligence, knowledge about your religion and culture. How many questions are you answerable? If you are not answerable of many questions, so do not worry about this. Here you will get unlimited and more questions about the Ramayana. So let's start. The first question is, do you know who is the author of original the Ramayana? The author of original Ramayana is Seg Valmiki, and the author of the Ramcharitmanas is Seg Tulsidas. Another question, do you know how many cantos the Ramayana has? The Ramayana has 8 cantos, and the Ramcharitmanas has, the Ramayana has 7 cantos and the Ramcharitmanas has 8 cantos. Kant means episode. Which yuga did Lord Ram appear in? Do you know about in which era Lord Sri Ram was born in? So for your kind information, let me tell you, Lord Sri Ram was born in Treta Yuga. And what was the name of bow that Lord Ram broke to marry goddess Sita? The bow which was kept in Janakpuri in the palace of King Janak, and the condition was this: someone who will break the bow of, he will be going to marry with Sita, goddess Sita. So do you know the name of that bow? This bow was given Lord Shiva to Parashuram, and Parashuram kept this bow in the palace of King Janak. And the answer of this question is, the name of that bow was Pinak, or we also call it Shiv Dhanush. Now tell me, for how many years did Ram went to exile, go to exile? Lord Sri Ram went to exile for 14 years. Do you know which Vanar, or we call monkey, or our ancestors, warrior helped Ram find Sita? Or we can say, when Sita was kidnapped by Ravan, so who found it first? Yeah, who met goddess Sita first? So your answer is correct. Everybody knows. Lord Sri Hanuman, Mahavir, Bajrangi. He first found goddess Sita in Ashoka Vatika in Lanka. Do you know who built the bridge, or we call it Ram Setu? When Lord Sri Ram was going to Lanka to attack on Ravan and get his wife back, so there is Hind Mahasagar Sea. It was not possible to cross it by swimming or by other options. So somebody built a Ram Setu, or we call it bridge. So do you know the name of those persons? Yes, the Ram Setu was built by Nal and Neel. There were two architects who were cursed by a sage that if they touch any object and throw it on the water in the water, so it will not sink, it will swim on the water. Therefore this curse turned into a blessing, and this blessing, this curse helped Lord Sri Ram to get the bridge. This bridge was built by both of brothers Nal and Neel. I want to ask you the next questions. What is the connection of Gayatri Mantra to the Ramayana? People say Gayatri Mantra has a unique connection with the Ramayana, but what is that connection? So let me answer this question. Do you know the Ramayana has total 24,000 1,000 verses, and the first letter of every 1,000 verses means doha, chaupai, forms the Gayatri Mantra. The Gayatri Mantra has total 24 letters, and the Ramayana has 24,000 verses. So every 1,000 verses gives one letter to the Gayatri Mantra. So total letters of Gayatri Mantra are 24. So these 24 letters have been taken from 24,000 verses of Ramayana or Chaupai. This is a really unique question. Now let me ask you another question. In the original text of Valmiki's Ramayana, what does not mention? Means something which Sage Valmiki has not mentioned in his original Ramayana, the Ramayana. So now let me tell you, there is no mention of Lakshman Rekha. Means when Sita was kidnapped by Ravan, so Lakshman went to rescue Lord Sri Ram, while Sri Ram already followed a golden deer or a magical deer. So in that case, he went to assist or rescue his brother. So he left Mata Goddess Sita alone in Parnakuti, and before leaving her, he just drew a line, which line is called Lakshman Rekha. And Lord Sri Lakshman told to Goddess Sita, Mate, please do not cross this line. Only you can cross it, but if any other person will come and enter, so he will die. So that Lakshman Rekha is not mentioned in the Ramayana. It was Ravan who disguised himself as a Sage to abduct Sita. The next question is, people know only that King Dashrath had only 4 sons and no other offering or son or daughter. But the Ramayana also says that King Dashrath had a daughter before the birth of Lord Sri Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughan. And the name of his daughter was Shanta. Shanta was the eldest sister of Lord Sri Ram and all his brothers. So Ram had an elder sister named Shanta who was adopted by King Rompad. She was adopted because Rompad was also king and he was friend of King Dashrath. So he had no orphan or no child, and he asked Shanta from King Dashrath. So King Dashrath gave his daughter to King Rampad. So he was the king of Angdesh, and it is the story before the birth of Lord Sri Ram. Now we want to ask you the next question. What does the life of Ram depict, or what does it mean? What message the life of Lord Sri Ram in the Ramayana gave us? What is the message for human being or for our culture or religion? So Lord Sri Ram is also known as Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. He just got only one marriage in his entire life, and he is known as Maryada Purushottam because he never broke any rule against of humanity or about against the culture or religion. So despite the life of Ram as an ideal human, emphasizing duties within family and society, he balanced the life and he connected the life of society and family. Therefore, he is known as Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram. Next question is how Hanuman got his name. People are very not sure. Hanumanji, we popular name of Lord Bajrangbali or Mahavir is Pavan Putra, is Hanumanji. But before Hanuman name, nominated Hanumanji. Later there is a story behind it. So before Hanuman, his name was Bajrangbali or Mahavir Pavan Putra. So do you know that how Hanumanji got his name as a Hanuman? So there is a story behind that. Hanuman got his famous name after Indra struck his jaw. Jaw means that chin, Hanu, which is called Hanu in Sanskrit, with a thunderbolt. Thunderbolt we call it Vajra. When Lord Hanuman tried to swallow the sun as a child, he thought it was a fruit. So the king Indradev attacked or struck on his jaw. So his jaw got zigzagged. Due to that, his name was nominated as Hanuman. Now we talk about the next question. Who cursed Ravan to be vulnerable to a mortal? So somebody cursed to Ravan. So who was the person? So we talk Vedavati in the previous life, and Nal Kuber. Nal Kuber was the son of Kuber, and Kuber was the stepbrother of Ravan, and Vedavati was wife of Nal Kuber. So Ravan raped Vedavati, the wife of Nal Kuber. So he was cursed that if he touches or try to forcefully marry with any other woman, so he will die. So that was a curse. Therefore, Ravan abducted Sita, but he did not forcefully get married with her because he was cursed by Nal Kuber and Vedavati, whose curse meant Ravan would die if he forced himself on any other women to marry. The next question, who was the architect of the floating bridge Ram Setu? Already we have answered this question. So we call architect were Nal and Neel. They were the two architects in Ram's army who made this floating bridge or called Ram Setu. The next question, what was the name of the forest where Lord Ram, Lakshman and Goddess Sita stayed during exile? They started their journey of 14 years exile from Ayodhya to Chitrakoot, and they just reached to South India when in the last 2 years of their exile. At the end of their in 2 years, when 2 years were remaining or left in completion of their 14 years exile. So they most of the time in which forest they spent. So here is the answer. They spent their exile in Dankaran forest. They spent their exile life. I have to another questions for you. Ravan was 10-headed evil king of Lanka. He was a demon, though not from a demon clan. Whose clan was he from? Means Ravan was a demon, but he was born not in a clan, demon clan. Clan means once. So he was not born in a demon clan, but yet he was a demon. So what was the clan? What was the name of Ravan's clan? Ravan's surname is known as Parashar. Ravan Gotra was Parashar. So here we have the answer. Ravan was born to the clan of a very learned and great sage called Pulatsya. He was the grandson of sage Pulatsya Rishi. I have another questions for you. Ram and his brothers are all part of which dynasty? Dynasty means once. So Ram is known as Chandravanshi and Lord Sri Lord Sri Ram is known as Suryavanshi and Lord Sri Krishna is known as Chandravanshi. So the dynasty of Lord Sri Ram is Sun. So they are known as Sun dynasty, or in Hindi we call them Suryavanshi. Who were parents of Ravan? Many of us don't know the name of parents of Ravan. Pulatsya was grandfather of Ravan, not his father. So we want to know the name of Ravan's mother and father. So here is the answer. Ravan was the son of sage Vishrava. Vishrava was known as, or he was father of demon Ravan, and his mother name was Kekasi. Kekasi was a demon princess. It was noted by his father that he was aggressive. Ravan was aggressive, though a quick learned. He was born on the land of Lanka. So uh, his uh, his father name was Rishi Vishwa and his mother name was Kekasi. How many siblings Ravan had, including step brothers and sisters? So many of us don't have answer of this questions. We think that there were only 3 brothers, Ravan, Kumbhakaran and Vibhishan. But we have to answer this question. There were 7 more siblings of Ravan, like Shrupankha, Kharan Dusan, Nalkuber. So they were also the people. So now let me answer of this question. He had 8 siblings. First, he had a brother. Name is Kumbhakaran. He was a Gaint. He was a Damon. And second, Vibhishan. He was a devotee. He was a religious type of person. Third is Khardushan. He was the king of a forest who was killed while he was killed by Ram and Lakshman when Ram and Lakshman were in their exile period of 14 years. And next, Ahiravan, who was the king of Patal Lok. In English, we call that is Nether World. He was a king of Nether World, Damon. And Kuber was step brother of Ravan and the god Kuber. Dushna the fighter, and Suparnkha, the demoness, she was sister of Ravan, and Kombini, she was a beautiful lady, she was also sister of Ravan. Now let me ask you another question. What did Seg Atri's wife Ansuya give to Sita? Means when Ram, Lakshman and Sita were on their 14 years exile, 14 years exile life. So at the time they met a number of sheikhs in the forest. So once they met to Rishi Atri in his ashram, and Rishi Atri's wife name is Ansuya. So Anasuya gave something to goddess Sita. So do you know what she did? What did she give to Sita? Anasuya was the wife of Seg Atri, and she was very powerful and chaste. His her mother name was Ganga, and she gave clothes and jewels that would never fade. She had a unique kind of clothes and some jewelry, which she gave to Sita and told these jewelry and these clothes would never fade and never get dirty. Ayodhya was the capital of which kingdom? Ayodhya was the capital. Actually, Lord Sri Ram originally was not born in Ayodhya. He was born in a place which is nearby Ayodhya. So, Ayodhya was only the capital of a kingdom. So, do you know Ayodhya was the capital of which kingdom? No. Now let me answer. Ayodhya, also known as Saket, it is an ancient city of India and is used to be the capital of ancient Kosala kingdom. So Kaushal Naresh, also be known, King Dashrath is also known as Kaushal Naresh. So Kausal was the place where Lord Sri Ram originally was born, and Ayodhya was the capital of Kausal country. Now, another question, who gave education to the four sons of Dashrath? Means it was a Gurukul education system in ancient or in our history. So at that time, every kingdom has a Kul Guru and Dharam Guru. So who was the person, who was that Guru who educated Ram, Lord Sri Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughan, all these four brothers? So Rishi Vasisht, say Vasisht gave education to all the four sons of Lord of King Dashrath. I have next question. Which weapon Indrajit used to unconscious Lakshman when the fight was going between? Yes. हाँ हाँ ले जाओ वहाँ पर रखे होंगे. When there was a fight, the battle was going between Ram and Ravan. So at that time, the dearest and eldest son of Damon, Ravan, he used his Nagpash weapon to kill Lakshman. But Lakshman was not killed, he became unconscious due to the attack of that weapon. But later on, the life was saved because Sanjeevani booty was brought by Lord Sri Hanuman on saying of Susen Ved, who was a doctor in Lanka. So he advised Lord Sri Ram, if somebody brings Sanjeevani booty over the night or before the sunrise, so his life can be saved. So the name of that weapon is snake weapon. Snake weapon in Hindi it is called Nagpash. Who was Ramba? In Ramayana, you hardly heard this name Ramba. So Ramba was the wife of Nal Kuber. She was very beautiful. Actually, earlier I told you Vedvati, but Vedvati was not the wife of Nal Kuber. Ramba was the wife of Nal Kuber, and she was so beautiful. So she was raped by Ravan. What is the name of Ram's bow? We earlier come to know the name of Shiv Dhanush, which was broken by Lord Sri Ram while he got married with goddess Sita, and that bow name is Pinak. But the bow which Lord Sri Ram had, do you know the name of that bow? So his bow name was Kondand. Kodand. Kodand was the name of Lord Sri Ram's bow. What are So friends, these are the questions. The last questions I also have. What are the names of all seven kands of the Ramayana? So the name of seven kand or episode are, the first kand is Balkand, which is this kand includes the story of Lord Sri Ram's birth and his early life in Ayodhya. The second Kand name is Ayodhya Kand. It is about the preparations of Lord Sri Ram's coronation. Coronation means Rajyabhishek and his 14 years exile. The third Kand name is Aranya Kand. Aranya Kand is known as, or it is about the life of Sri Ram in wilderness, the daily trials of exile. And next Kand name is Kiskandha Kand. Kiskandha Kand, it's Ram meeting with Hanuman and alliance with Sugriv and killing Bali, the brother of Sugriv. The next Kand is known as Sundar Kand. Sundar Kand chanting is very strong in Hindu religion. So many people chant Sundar Kand daily. They think because this Kand is delivered or dedicated to Lord Sri Hanuman. If someone chants Sundar Kand, so it is known as, or it is saying that any kind of uh, problems and these kind of negative things, evils, debts will not attack on that human. So Sundarkand is about Lord Sri Hanuman's heroic leap to Lanka and finding Sita. The next Kand is known as Lanka Kand. Lanka Kand is about the fight or war between Ram and Ravan and killing all. Lanka Kand is also known as Yuddha Kand because it is only about the fight of between Ram and Ravan. The massive battle between Ram's army and Ravan's forces. And the last Kand of Ramayana, the Ramayana is known as Uttarkand. Uttarkand is about Ram's return to Ayodhya, his coronation as a king. And in Ramcharitmanas, there is one more Kand known as Lavkush Kand. This Lavkush Kand, Lav and Kush were the son of Lord Sri Ram, and this Kand is dedicated to Lav and Kush who were born in the ashram of Sheikh Valmik because Sita was absconded from the kingdom of Lord Sri Ram. So she went in the ashram of Sheikh Valmik. There she gave birth. She gave birth to Love and Kush, and this Kand is mentioned in Ramcharitmanas, not in the Ramayana. So this is all about so many questions which I have asked you with their answers. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you once again, and keep on watching for such kind of spiritual and religious knowledge about our history, about our religion and culture. Jai Shri Ram.